All right, Afisem on TV XYZ. Emraso say a day da ifi in Komo Ebrel. Now for this particular day, no, it's a very special day because Senior Kwame Menka Edi kan ene wo edidi in common. We've looked at some of the issues are far yen amambu ho. Senior John Mahama Eka said the NDC will not be part of the distraction na air koso or mine Ghana. Now there's a report by Elapi Ghana. Yeah, actually, the level of mistrust and then the level of wastage are on my imu. Now, Ilapi Ghana is the Institute for Liberty and Policy Innovation. Institute for Policy, Liberty and Policy Innovation. That is Ilapi Ghana. Now, I conducted a report, and that report is very, very damning in spite of the investment to ensure say Ghana abeye or Maya everybody would want to be Yesterday I was looking at a short video and a guy in Oka said, you look at the investment on mine Bibri Aya Ghana, we've made one serious investment and it looked very funny, but on a second look it was not a joke at all. Now I say US enough resources, China they are producing, Russia, they have weapons. Ukraine, they have weapons. What does Ghana have? And I'll say Ghana has 1 Ghana cedis. 1 Ghana cedi. No, Ghana, we have 3. So now if you look at the old coin, we have 1. The new coin, that's another. And then the notes, paper, no, in Ghana, that's our greatest achievement. Say, we have 3 of the 1 cedi. Can this be an achievement? It looks very funny. But then you look at the wastage. From 2007, when the new denomination said the government was going to change the cedi denomination and that we have 1 cedi, $1. And from that time, it tells us clearly, say all the investments it's not going to go waste, and that Ghana as a country will have a better place. This morning, Elapi Ghana reports now Omo Ediabano, and Maeti say about 70%. 70% of all revenues and also of all taxes are buying enyano eko into wastage. That is what it means. Now, let me give you snippets of that report now, so that you have a better appreciation. Now, 70%. Now, what this means is that if yenya every 1 cedi, what it means that 70 pesos of that 1 cedi no eko waste. If we have 1 cedi, 70 pesos of that 1 cedi is going into wastage. What does that mean? A dana we Emma or my Ghana. Because if you look at even Enchebia, there were some new 3 taxes here abang edebaye. New 3 taxes abang ede ebaye. Inti say abang ede sa new taxes here, but already the business community na omu esu say the taxes were too much, and so things were not right for them, because omu share bills are ombetua ECG bill, water bill, and all the bills that they were supposed to pay. And then in spite of all of that, we are running the country into a waste. Really, how can this discontinue? Because clearly, if you take a project of every nature, and I say of any kind, projects bia obefa biarano, there's a certain portion of the amount ebeko into some development, but clearly that is not the case. And so Ilapi Ghana reports MIT say every amount that we make, and I say every tax revenue that we are making, there's a certain portion of 70% going into a waste. Now, okay, portions of that report, which was launched just some few days ago. Now, they titled the report as Ghana's. Okay, so that report was titled "Government Wasteful Spending Cramps of Government Waste Report." Government Wasteful Spending Cramps of Government Waste Report 2022. And this report was launched by Ilapi Ghana. Now, Bismarck Peter Kofi, and I say Peter Bismarck Kofi, and the executive director, Emma Ilapi Ghana. Ilapi Ghana is Institute of Liberty and Policy Innovation. And I'll pay any better train on this report, what really went into it and how all of this will pan out. Peter is on the line. Peter, good morning, sir. What time can I pay more about TVXYZ? So I pay Peter.
Well, good morning to you too.
Now, more reports, it looks very damning. 70% of all taxes. Then, Mutumi arrive at this conclusion.
Right, that's good. Okay, so let me explain what necessitated the process and here you conduct such a research.
Okay.
In PMP, I also the council because taxes now they introduce, recently introducing 3 new taxes in April. What happened in E-levy? People protested against it. Even prior to that, in 2014, we labeled certain taxes as nuisance taxes. Now we've come to see the same taxes, even more than what we saw in 2016. And going forward, in so IMF, like to say, they have more of these taxes. And here, Ghanaians, any taxes no ban but now so in terms of economics and social issues, it doesn't benefit them. And people are reluctant to omit your taxes and to resist it. And then my who say, "Yanko bisa Ghana for say, look, say who they will seek a mabaya, would you decide about between my manager with taxes now? And says, "Sika will bring a daily of Ukojuma so now they are not buying so okay, metal tax woman now or the aye Ejuma de Abua or mine. Would you abani so says the manner of the manager. Now put say all the one city grammar, I hear now obviously a woman, Nina Ocean, so the Ejuma amount. And we call something the perception representative survey, and as a pool, and I have conducted across the existing regions with our volunteers and other platforms, and our content, and I say outcome when I just say, what they will seek one Ghana city, Brawa bring we want the Mabaya or Obeshi Emu 70 pesos. And that is the perception of Ghanaians to say, "Abang in use a tona piano easy because they are now going to wasteful spending." Almost every piano, corruption scandals. Let's just say, a more trust Ghana for woman or Abang in terms of so we try to women is trust Abang. Tina taxi for Biaba and as a reforms crap about Ghana for engine too. That is why I arrived at the 70 pesos. But interestingly, Ghana for boy maybe so who say buying Jessica or Jessica.
No, Peter, Otemenka, just hang on. What's some reports near perception representation pool, right? Now more sample size and which regions now more conductors are survey?
Right. So our sample sizes we were looking at 3,000 in the period of 4 months. So between August up to November, within that period, you 3,000, only 2,000 respondents because your time frame to conduct that pool, you 2,000 respondents across the country, 16 regions. Because it's a pool, we requirement in for and yes, some qualitative write-ups. So it's just a matter of say you better listing your manamo and yes or no, some few questions now or more answer. And the sample size is 2,000 across the 16 regions for 4 months.
Okay, now Afeyembra, the metrics no so you spoke about 2,000 for a period of 4 months in the Eastern region. Now Eastern region, no, is it not a bit?
Eastern region across the country. Across the country.
Okay. Now, who were the kinds of people are not money or more AD Sankumu? Because if you are looking at 2,000, is it the working class? Hello, which group of people?
Right. So, since it's a pool, you cannot target. You can't have a target audience. Or they are working class, or they are people in the market. So, and it's basically about the whole Ghana. And, we had we had two volunteers in each region, asking all classes of people on that, and as well as we put them also on our websites, interesting WhatsApp groups, social media platforms now there to ask of Ghanaians' perception on what they think about taxes because you can't say target just market women. Tax effects no affect just market women. It doesn't affect just the corporate individuals. It doesn't affect just journalists. You can't say it doesn't affect even only politicians or whoever. So we need to target the population. And you have more like a population-based kind of research. How the entire population or taxes are that is why we came up with the perception representative. So give the perception of the population on what they think about government.
And do you think, sir, you are satisfied with the outcome now, because if you are looking at 2,000 across the country and every region, you are representing like how many people?
You're right. So we do not have a caveat or threshold for every region. That is why we say analysis. We didn't do anything we call a regional analysis. Because we could have done a regional analysis because what you do to social media, WhatsApp, Nadia, you might not know which region anyone is asking or answering the poll. So, to me, the Greater Accra, the population, and even the poll, we didn't even state which region you are coming from. Because we also don't want to look at areas even about age, employment, Nadia. We wanted a perception on that, just how we conduct other perception reports, like the World Justice Program, like the Perception Index, like the Economic Freedom Index. So we looked at some of these reports, existing ones, and we have to contextualize that in our Ghanaian setting to look at taxes alone. Young go beyond any other. We look at just taxes. And the interesting part is Ghanaians are very much into politics, like the outcome of the reports. And that is why you see it that way. To me, I can say by region. And 2,000 is even more enough than ever. You can even use a population of about 400 or 500 to conduct your research in Ghana for the whole country, and it's doable. But we wanted a pool. In the polls, they need a large size to get the report.
Both social media and in person, and the social media and also did you also comprises the 2,000 respondents, and I said the 2,000 is both social media and then in person.
Great. So combining all of them, both the social media and in person, were together. And that number, 2,000, because in person, getting 2,000 within that is it's taking maybe a longer time than the 4 months. So you need to use all the available new media platforms, now the content, and I said that data now, so social media alone can't give us the 2,000. We have to use the in-person as well as the social media to adapt so that we can get the 2,000 leaders. Because the target was 3,000 within that period, But when we couldn't get a 3,000 within the same period, we don't want to extend it. We want to still live within the time. When we go to 2,000, so to work, it's okay. Let us use that. It's also quite representative. Even we could have 400, 500, you're okay for the population, You can still work it out there. Because we've done a research, I usually just 400 Ghanaians represent the entire population. It works, but there's a calculation on that to take a percentage of the population to work. But 2,000 to represent the entire population, I think it's quite enough for such a kind of work.
Okay, so this will be the random sampling methodology you see.
Exactly. Good. I think we are a researcher. Exactly.
Now, Peter, let's look at project specifics. Earlier, were there any specific project your respondents suggested to mean say based on A, B, C, D, MNOPQ, the government is wasting taxes? Were there any specifics?
Yes. That's true. So what happened is after the yes or no part, we listed quite a whole number of projects. Almost tell us whether truly abandoning edge skies or waste sky or what. So almost picky, and we have to come back to the table, to the research room. Say, okay, so what for the government traveling? The government traveling is wasteful expenditure in terms of number of hours that would the travel, tax use of taxpayers' money, and I say people the struggling housing unit, and also to sue ghost names, payroll ghost names, cathedral, and we have to come back and research and see whether truly we can identify wastage. So is there a matter of say we are Wafa Cathedral, the building of cathedral and waste? Then that's another about say we are a percentage of these people are saying cathedral waste. No, we have to go and identify wastage now. So we need to research about it in 12 different variables. It's Ghana for against their perception say so much waste cost taxes and that include the cathedral as one of them. Government appointees, the number of appointees need doors so by Ghana for against who say abandon fiscal because Dawson, put a lot of people. Not the same time in Tunisia run economy never go back to IMF. The other to say like no, we see taxpayers yes, also in your government communication. There has been sometimes misinformation. I'm on a budget, statutory budget. Now it's also the extra budget of about 10 million within 2 years. There are some of our government communication. So we don't understand the government communication in that area. So after the research.
Peter, I've lost you. And I say, who is your? I think I've lost Peter on the line. Peter Besmak Kofi, Executive Director, Emma Ilapi Gan. Omuye reports here. Abeto just say so far a year every tax and I say every revenue buying generating 70% of that goes into wastage. Exactly, say 70% go into wastage. Peter, now we can say the project specific. So okay about the cathedral. You talk about youth employment, government appointees, travel by the president. Now, many area, how were you able to validate information here when you? Because I know, say Auditor General's report, the Accountant General reports near the idea. How were you able to validate information when you fee or respondents now? Yeah, do you see no?
Right. So we did something we call scoping review.
Okay.
Let's say pick all the various reports as well and see like Ghana for a cathedral and I say government appointees I was say may review almost I can't say every document, but a lot of documents, a lot of reports, as well as media reportage like work I'm almost who contribute to some of the previous works I might contribute to some of these reports. Until we pick some of the media reportage, we pick other reports. You identify what has gone into that kind of wastage, Yeah, I left if there's an amount or you better share at what time is that amount, you to call out. Yeah, share appropriation act and also I think that year and appropriate for government expenditure. And what programs are about to Ghana for Jane say a wastage, cabin a cohort, then the scandal so the government, the Auditor General report play a key role. The Control Accountant General report play a very important role in the process. The Ministry of Finance also have a lot of documents. They will have me on that performance expenditures. Now the who that because we said there hasn't any time I already budget I wasted that. But you can find them in those performance reports now there.
Okay.
And after so apart from that, so there are other journals on my publications on some of these important programs and projects across over the years. Indeed, a very tedious and time-consuming analysis, and as a scoping review of the year. With lots of people giving different assignments. There are professors in this, be lecturers or universities that be a policy expert. They were all giving samples of what Ghanaians choose here, and Ubia workers on the summit here. Then we have to collate it and come out with the sample content. Now we say about 73 billion Ghana cedis in the space of 7 years, and Ghanaians things say accord into wasteful spending. Because OSHA appropriation bill and appropriation, of course, government expenditure, of course, but of course, from 2017 more than any other year.
Okay.
From the research, of course, more than any other year.
And the total amount again,
the total amount for wastage in 7 years is 73 billion Ghana cedis. It tells us every year, Ghana has 10.4 billion Ghana cedis in terms of wastage. It tells us buying a project of the 100 billion, 10 billion, everything actually was I don't know who they are, Jessica Afa. And most often you're reporting to ghost names, you're reporting to cash irregularities, e-procurement, and procurement infractions and improprieties. It's a dose, but as scatter. That is why it's so easy for everybody to go into politics to make that money. This is 10.4 billion a Fibiano. Obia politics onyaka credit so including civil servant. Obia need the credit and that is the huge wastage across in the country, and that is huge. Look, we shouldn't joke with it because we should say the NAPCO is 2.2 billion NAPCO. Now the 2.2 billion, and yes, 12, but then you're born on you only say some but 2.2 billion is a huge money. But in the space of 3 years, it's just we can't find it. Okay. One funny thing about NAPCO is they use 30 million Ghana cedis to train MMBAs across the country to implement NAPCO. I know they didn't say NAPCO was not implemented by the MMDAs. It was implemented by a secretariat at the Flagstaff House called the NAPCO Secretariat.
Yeah.
So where is the 30 million Ghana?
Dr. Anyas was the head.
We should be careful on fighting the entire corruption. So from reports which say corruption is just one part of wastage. Corruption
is just one part.
Attention now corruption. So, but in essence, wastage is the biggest because we share all the OSP. Researchers say you don't need OSP. Yes, you don't need OSP at all because there are other institutions to fight corruption. Okay. We duplicated OSP, giving the OSP just a fraction of Attorney General's mandate.
Okay.
But then say Attorney General so me budget so me allocations no still no echo. And to fight corruption with OSP, whereas others must also fight corruption, is obviously we are duplicating issues and pumping taxpayers' investment, taxpayers' money into OSP to fight it. As you speak now, 150. I'm happy when I saw the 150 cases being investigated by OSP. But the question is, how much money had gone into that investigation of the 150 cases? OSP and FAMI. That is the question they're asking. We are petitioning OSP to give us that cost because my number 150 must give us the cost of the entire investigations are and then she can't Ghana for the entire society investigation. She can't and I hear it many few. So I just say we have a long way to go. Corruption fighting there just one part, but the wastage is the biggest of about 73 billion annually, and 70% of everyone Ghana city Ghanaians think is
a waste. Peter, Medas Anope, Peter Besmak Kofi, Executive Director, Emma Ilapi. Now, Ilapi is the Institute for Liberty and Policy Innovation. Omuna this report yaba say every year no idea Ghana is wasting 10.4 billion. That is culminating into 73 billion for the last 7 years. Peter, this day, about the report. Next time, we'll look at practical solutions. To me, sell mine. Now, all of this wastages, no. Thank you very much for talking to us. And Peter, now, so definitely, we'll continue and ensure, say, this country is made well. Let me say happy birthday to Julius Doe. Julius Doe, who Plan International Ghana head office. I want to say happy birthday to you. It's your day today. Way back, I know. So ensure say today no you are enjoying the day. So and a Comfort Labi and Agnes Biney, Munina more Millionaires Casino. You want to say happy birthday to you. Do have the greatest of days in your life, and may the good Lord continue to shower his blessings over you. My name is Wisdom Hededzome Ushamia Freminyansa. Good morning.